Trains and buses, games and songs, come join us and sing along. Transit Tots is where I'll be, the coolest place in NYC. Welcome to Transit Tots.
Hello everyone, welcome to Transit Tots. My name is Ben and I work at the New York Transit Museum in Brooklyn, New York, where we think about all things transportation and how we move around our cities. So previously at Transit Tots, we've explored the idea of friction, what that word means, how it affects how we move around and the way we make our vehicles that we move around in. And today we'll be looking at friction a little bit more. We'll get to make our very own musical instruments that use friction to make a sound, and we'll sing a brand new song together all about how friction affects the way we move around and how our vehicles move. So before we get started, let's relax a little bit. Shall we relax by taking a big breath together? Let's try it. Big breath in, and a big breath out. Very good, let's do that one more time. Big breath in, and a big breath out. Excellent. Let's do one more thing to get settled in. Can we try wiggling together? Can we wiggle our arms? Let's try wiggling our arms really fast. And wiggle slow. Wiggle up high, and wiggle down low. Excellent, everyone. Are you feeling relaxed and ready to start? Okay, let's do it. So each time at Transit Tots, we like to start with our hello song. And I'm sure many of you have heard the song before, but if you haven't, don't worry, we'll sing it twice. You can join in the second time. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. Hello, 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 and how are you? I'm happy, I hope that you are too. Hello, 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 and how are you? I'm happy, I hope that you are too. Excellent singing, everyone. So I have an idea. Since we're going to be learning a brand new song together today and we're going to get to sing along with that song, shall we do the hello song one more time? And this time, instead of saying I'm happy, can we sing I'm singing instead? Here we go. Hello, 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 and how are you? I'm singing, I hope that you are too. Hello, 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 and how are you? I'm singing, I hope that you are too. Excellent singing, everyone, and we're going to get another chance to sing together very, very soon. So previously at Transit Tots, when we talked about the idea of friction, we discovered that friction can make us move. For example, when you walk down the street, when your foot touches the street, there's friction between your foot and the street, and that allows us to move forwards. We also discovered that friction can slow us down or make us stop. For example, on your bike or your scooter, you have brakes, just like on a bus or a train, and when we hit the brakes touch the wheel and they create friction, and the friction slows the vehicle down. We also discovered that friction can keep us warm. For example, take your hands, rub them together really fast. Do you feel your hands starting to get warmer? Well, the heat is produced by friction. And we also discovered that friction can create electricity, and we did a simple science experiment to show that as well. So friction, it can make you move. Friction, it can slow you down. Friction, it can keep you warm. Friction can create electricity, and friction can make a sound. So I'm going to show you a couple of simple musical instruments that you can make to join in with our friction song that talks about all of these ideas. So first of all, you just saw me play this one. This is of course made from an old tin can, and this one is really good for this because it has some ridges along the side. And if we take a pencil like this and we scrape along the ridges, it's going to create friction, which is going to make vibration and is going to create a sound. Shall we try that together? So I'm going to take my pencil and there's friction between the pencil and the can, and that makes a sound. So there's one simple idea. If you are using a tin can, just be sure that it's clean, and cans can sometimes be sharp on the inside, so maybe check your materials with an adult first. Now here's our second instrument. This one is even easier. All you need is a cardboard box or even a sheet of card, And here I have a kitchen or a bathroom sponge like you use for cleaning your pots and pans. Now be careful with the sponge, make sure it is clean because we sometimes use these for cleaning the bathroom and gross, you can see where I'm going with that. So check with an adult first, make sure it's a clean sponge. But we take our sponge and we rub it against our box, which creates friction, and that friction creates a sound. So we're going to use our percussion instrument, as it's known, in our friction song. All you have to do is follow me, I'll show you when to play and I'll also give you some ideas of what to play. Just copy me, follow along, and here is our friction song. Friction, it can make you move. Friction, it can slow you down. Friction, it can keep you warm. Friction, it can make a sound. I'll make a prediction about the friction affliction. I have a conviction that it ain't fiction. Observe a depiction of a craft without constriction, showing friction needn't be a restriction. Friction, it can make you move. Friction, it can slow you down. Friction, it can keep you warm. And friction, it can make a sound. We need friction to get traction, and that traction leads to locomotion. But too much friction and there's no action, and without no action we can get no satisfaction. Friction, it can make you move, and friction, it can slow you down. Friction, it can keep you warm. Friction, it can make a sound. Okay, now it's your turn to get involved. So take your musical instrument that you've crafted at home from your cardboard box or sheet of card and your sponge. And all we're going to do is we're going to rub the sponge against the box, and I'm going to play a simple rhythm. All you have to do is play it back to me. Can you do that? Here we go. Your turn. Here we go. Your turn. And last time. Okay, let's try a different one. Your turn. Last one. Good, let's try one more rhythm. Your turn. And last one. Very good. Did you ever wonder why a plane is faster than a train is faster than a car? Well, it's friction that makes the distinction, the final decision on whether we go fast or we go far. Friction, it can make you move. Friction, it can slow you down. Friction, it can keep you warm. Friction, it can make a sound. So unfortunately we're coming towards the end of our time together at Transit Tots for today. But before we go, let's think about all of the fun things we've done together. For example, in the beginning we sang our hello song. Then we talked about friction and what that means and how it affects our transportation. We also discovered that friction can make a sound, and we made some musical instruments that we used to join in with our friction song that talked about all the ideas we talked about today. So I hope you've had a fun time hanging out with us here at Transit Tots. We hope to see you next time for more fun games and transit-related activities. So until then, bye-bye.
Trains and buses, games and songs, come join us